Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News channel. So we got some updates on that evil bill, the rider that was attached to the infrastructure bill. Now, I actually like the infrastructure bill. It's okay. I just don't like this rider that was attached to the bill. You know, the one that requires pretty much everyone, including possibly miners and validators, to basically do KYC, which is, by the way, is absolutely impossible, which would actually shut down a lot of the crypto industry. But we have lobbyists in Congress because if other people can bribe Congress, then by God, we can bribe Congress as well. So they've won a couple of concessions to clarify the definition of a broker rather than expand on it. So they basically they targeted the section that actually said any decentralized exchange or peer-to-peer marketplace because they don't want all DEXs and peer-to-P2P places to be targeted. It replaced that with a broader definition that characterizes brokers as anyone responsible for regularly providing any service effectuating transfers of digital assets on behalf of another person. It is a little more strict, but it's not enough, people, because that could still honestly be targeting anyone. That's actually not very clear. Like anyone responsible for regularly providing any service effectuating transfers of digital assets on behalf of another person, that could technically be anything. The amendment stops short of saying that validators and miners are not responsible. And it doesn't really say that DEXs are not responsible either, even though technically no one should actually run a DEX, so it would be impossible to KYC. Now, this is not over because Pat Toomey does not like the bill. He says that we shouldn't actually rush to legislate and regulate crypto and kill the industry. He actually will write an amendment to this part of the bill that will clarify some things and maybe take some of the pressure off of DEXs and other places. So we do have cryptocurrency lobbyists in Washington. They are doing their work. There are congressmen that are pro-crypto and that are working for us, and hopefully they can actually make everyone else understand. So the cryptocurrency industry, this is from New York Times, by the way. The crypto industry, they've been adamant that tougher tax enforcement should not apply to miners or creators of digital money, or the node operators, which is absolutely right because there's no way that the miners or validators of any network can actually do KYC. It's just not possible. And they're continuing to press senators for greater clarity to ensure that those parts of the nascent sector would be excluded from the law. So like they do have assurances from like Senator Rob Portman and obviously Pat Toomey, and they are seeking assurances from the Department of Treasury because they actually think the Treasury has something to do with sticking this new provision in the bill. Hopefully, they actually can limit the power of the Treasury over this and before it's actually signed into law. Because I bet if this does pass both houses, and the infrastructure bill is actually quite popular, if it passes both houses of Congress, it will be signed. Biden's not going to veto it because if he did, they just override his veto anyways. And plus, he's for the bill too because it's more of like a political play to actually have like to sign this infrastructure bill. But it's not very good for crypto right now. If they actually added the amendment saying like maybe like DEXs, validators and miners are exempt from the rule, then it might actually be okay because that's just an expansion upon KYC. It definitely might hurt privacy and it might require pretty much all exchanges to do KYC, all centralized exchanges to do KYC anyways, but that was going to happen sooner or later. That wouldn't bother me. But hopefully like Portman and Toomey, they can add stuff onto this bill to make sure that it's not too hurtful to the crypto industry. But we did get a couple of concessions. They made it a little bit stricter. They didn't make it any broader. And we're actually working to see what we can actually do here. So there is some progress, but we need more progress on this bill. So that is the news for the day. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe and hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.